Welcome, folks. I am Jaby Koay, joined by ACHARA KIRK.
Hi, guys.
And this is our review for How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. In case you haven't heard, this is the final chapter of the series.
It's the last installment of the saga.
The concluding movie of the trilogy. I don't know if it's a trilogy because there might have been a Christmas special that I skipped because Christmas specials suck. Nonetheless, it's the final movie. No more after this. Finito. Bye-bye. And I don't know why. I don't know why they have to end it here. I feel like they could keep doing this to infinity and beyond if they felt like it.
Yeah.
Keep riding that dragon's tail, wing, back, riding that dragon's back. I mean, they got 27 more Avatar movies coming. Why can't they keep going here? Who knows why? Anyway.
I'm so sad.
Yeah.
I'm so sad.
You know, much like Friends, Breaking Bad, the OJ trial, life itself, some things end too soon. I want to take a walk down memory lane real quick. I mean, the first one I absolutely loved.
Yeah.
It got a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes and an 8.1 on IMDb. It was written and directed by Dean Dubois and Chris Sanders, as well as a guy named William Davies. That was the first movie. I loved it when it first came out.
Yeah.
How do I feel about it now? I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while. But the animation at the time was amazing. Mm-hmm. The comedy was very heartwarming. So I was really excited when the sequel came around in 2014, I believe. And that time, it was just Dean Dubois. He took on both the writer and director responsibilities solo. Everybody loved that movie.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
I thought it was okay.
Huh.
I was very, very much alone in my feelings about that film. Even today, I'll stop people in the street, strangers, and I'll go, how did you feel about How to Train Your Dragon 2? And they go, who are you? And I go, no, how do you feel about that movie? They go, I love it. And I walk away mad like a man with blue balls in perpetuity. So anyway, when we saw the trailer for The Hidden World, I was actually really excited because I have a lot of legacy love from that first movie, even though the second one didn't quite resonate with me. I don't want to say too much because I feel like you probably are going to watch it no matter what.
Yeah.
But let's start with IMDb. When Hiccup discovers Toothless isn't the only Night Fury, he must seek the hidden world, that's in quotes, a secret dragon utopia before a hired tyrant named Grimmel finds it first.
I mean, that's pretty much the whole story summed up.
Yeah, I guess that's true. You sort of know where this is going from the trailer. Like, you can kind of get the trajectory already. It's not the most unpredictable story, but that's not the point.
Exactly.
The point is like the adventure that you're having with Toothless and all that.
Yeah, and there's so much heart in this movie. I think the cool thing as well is that we're still with the characters that we know and love from the first two movies. Everybody's growing, everybody's, becoming different, growing up, coming into themselves. That's what I really love about this, because it's not stuck in this kind of Never Never Land where they all stay the same. Hiccup's grown up, even the animation and stuff, he's got a little bit of like a fuzzy beard happening.
A little bit of stubble.
A little bit of stubble.
Yeah.
Sexy.
Before we get too much further in our discussion, I want to say that we watched this through Real D 3D. They invited us to their influencer screening. I personally thought that the 3D on this was phenomenal.
Yes.
I'm not saying that because Real D invited us. I've watched 3D movies outside of the screenings they invite us to. I know that a lot of people hate on it and have kind of just given up on 3D. Thanks to the Real D screenings, I've grown a new love for it, I guess, a new fondness for it. Now, the thing is, even with that, even with my newfound appreciation for 3D, I know that after 30 to 45 minutes, you might forget that you're watching a 3D film. Your eyes acclimate until the glasses fall off your head and you're like, oh, it's all fuzzy. And then you put the glasses back on, you're like, that looks better. I get that. I understand that people experience that a lot. For this film, I didn't lose appreciation for that 3D effect, even up to the very last frame of the movie. I don't know why that is. I'm not sure how the animation and the 3D effects work together so well this time.
I'll tell you why.
Well, okay.
So, in addition to watching this in 3D, I got to watch it in 4DX as well at their offices.
Okay.
And this time, I didn't get to watch it in 3D, although it was super cool with the 4DX effects as well, because there's like a lot of flying and stuff, which was awesome. But watching it in 2D after having watched it in 3D, night and day. The 3D is so good. You get to see so much detail on Toothless and all the dragons. The colors are fantastic and it feels so immersive. This is definitely one movie that I would say it's worth the extra premium to watch it in like the better format, like the 3D, the 4DX is fun.
So watch it in 4DX 3D.
Yeah, because that's what
IMAX 4DX 3D. All the premiums.
Well, usually if you watch it in 4DX, you get the 3D as well. So
oh, really? Okay,
well,
that's perfect. I only had one major gripe with this movie that I can recall at this moment in time, and It's that it rushed into the third act. And that's all I'm gonna say about it. For me, it felt like the third act kind of came abruptly. I was like, oh, we're here already. I guess the movie's wrapping up soon. I don't know why I felt that way. Like, it's an hour and 44 minutes, so I guess the movie just, that speaks to the quality of the storytelling, because it moved so fast.
It did, yeah.
That when the third act came, I was like, oh, okay, I guess it's over. And I heard people crying in the theater.
Oh my God, I was one of them.
But I don't think it's because people felt sad about the ending of the film. I think they just felt sad that the story was concluding.
Yeah, and I mean, this film kind of falls into the same category as Toy Story 3 did for me, because it really does feel like the end of an era. And I think that's why so many people were crying, because it feels like saying goodbye to your childhood. It feels like, wow, why does this have to end?
Right.
Why can't we go on forever?
But it's only 3 movies. Like, that's what's interesting to me.
It's
like,
so
I loved, How to Train Your Dragon, the first one. It's not quite as great as Kung Fu Panda, because that's on another level entirely. But it was great enough that it warranted a Blu-ray purchase, goddammit. I've been, like, paying attention to the How to Train Your Dragon series, except for the Christmas special that may or may not exist, I don't know. It's just 3 movies. Like, so why is everyone crying?
For me, it's the relationship between Hiccup and Toothless.
Right.
Because it's just so special. It's that relationship between a boy and his pet dragon. They grow together, and at a certain point, you gotta let the person that you love go.
I just don't understand why they don't keep milking it. I guess it's like Breaking Bad. They just want to stop it before it's jumped the shark.
I think it's good that they're ending it on a high, because this was a good third movie. It's a good standalone movie. I don't think it's absolutely necessary to have watched the other 2 to enjoy it, but you definitely get a lot more if you
That's fair.
have watched the first 2.
I don't know if anything will ever compare to the first film for me, the first How to Train Your Dragon, but this was definitely a good one, and it was a lot of fun.
They could possibly bring it back. They've left
That's gonna piss me off if they do.
Yeah.
No, I know. That's gonna piss me off if they do. Like, no, you said finito, it's finito. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do a Michael Jordan. Just leave. You got your championship rings. Leave with your dignity intact. Don't come back.
I mean, but if you did, I'd still watch it.
They said Toy Story 3 was gonna be the last
I
one.
know!
And they're making like,
I know! They broke my heart in Toy Story 3, and then they're like, ha, just kidding. We're back.
See, they should have killed the toys in the third one. The claw should not have saved them. They should have died in that inferno, that flame.
Oh my, I don't
would've
think
been-
my heart could have taken it.
I still stand by that notion. That would have been the most amazing ending ever. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Please let us know your thoughts on the film if you had a chance to watch it. Let us know your thoughts on our thoughts in the comments below. Be honest, be verbose. Check out ACHARA, KIRK, check out Jaby, Koay. We're both on the social media, hanging out there, lonely with a beer in our hand, just hoping that some of you will come along and click follow. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out our other reactions, reviews, and short films. I'm Jaby, Koay. This is
ACHARA, KIRK.
Peace out.